A lightsaber, an elegant weapon of a more civilized age. Throughout the Star Wars franchise, we have been introduced to many interesting lightsaber designs. But which design is the coolest? Watch until the end to find out. Number 10. The Inquisitors lightsabers. The Inquisitors are dark side users who were trained by Darth Vader to kill Jedi. All the Inquisitors, including the Grand Inquisitor, used a dual-bladed lightsaber, which could spin on its own. This spinning mechanism allowed for many things, such as making it more dangerous when thrown, like seen a second ago, or it even allowed the Inquisitors to levitate. Don't ask me how that works. Overall, I think that the Helicopter 9000 lightsabers were pretty cool, as it shows how they have evolved from boring old red and blue lightsabers to a lightsaber with a few more mechanics that allowed for better defense and offense. Number 9. Balon Skull's lightsaber. The new Asuka series introduced Balon Skull, who is a very powerful fallen Jedi. However, unlike many bad guys, Balon had an orange lightsaber, which symbolizes that he is a dark side user, but not a pure one. I put his lightsaber at number 9, as an orange lightsaber has never been seen before on screen, which makes his lightsaber unique. Furthermore, I just love the color orange, and this lightsaber is no exception. It also adds to him looking so badass in fights, and it really does help him stand out from other bad guys. I also heard that orange reflects that Balon Skull is hopeful that his quest for power will bring peace. This shows that his lightsaber color mirrors his character and really suits him. This is why I gave Balon Skull the number 9 spot. Number 8. Asuka's lightsabers. Asuka Tano was a former Jedi who left, as she had doubts with the Jedi Order's practices. However, Asuka is a fan favorite due to her acrobatics and, most importantly, her lightsabers. As you can see, Asuka had 2 curved white lightsabers, which look really cool on screen. But what is even cooler is what it resembles for Asuka. Originally a red kyber crystal, Asuka purified her lightsabers with the Force, making them white. The white also shows Asuka's has had a fresh start and is now neutral and hasn't got a side now that she has left the Jedi Order. In canon, Asuka is the only white lightsaber welder, which I'm pretty sad at because white lightsabers just look so awesome and elegant. Anyways, I thought Asuka's lightsabers were cooler than Balon Skull's lightsaber, as white looks so fresh and they suit Asuka's look and empty personality really well. This is why Asuka has the number 8 spot. Number 7. The Dark Saber. Originally created by the first Mandalorian to become a Jedi, the Dark Saber is a black lightsaber that is a little smaller than a regular lightsaber and is shaped like a modern sword. However, this lightsaber did not have one owner and many different people were seen using this saber over the years. This is because the saber could only been kept through defeating the person who wields it in a 1 versus 1. I think that the lightsaber having many past owners is cool, because it makes the lightsaber a trophy that shows the welder is powerful and earned it. Furthermore, it is cool to see how people use the same lightsaber differently in combat. Another thing different about the Darksaber is that the saber at first feels extremely heavy to the user. This is because you are not just fighting your opponent, but also the energy in the dark blade. Over time, you will be in sync with the blade and it will feel lighter and more efficient. This is why we see the Mandalorian barely lifting the blade higher than his head when he uses it for the first time, as he was not in sync with it yet. The Darksaber for sure gets the number 7 spot in my opinion. Number 6. Pon Krell's lightsabers. Introduced in Clone Wars Season 4, Pon Krell is a huge basilisk that towers over clone troopers and has 4 arms. Because of this obvious advantage, Pon Krell carried 2 double-bladed lightsabers that could probably even give General Grievous a run for his money. I think everyone's favorite scene of Pon Krell is when he is fighting the clone troopers and just looks like an absolute beast. Although Pon Krell was quite basic with his attacks, a double-bladed lightsaber was supposedly the hardest lightsaber to learn, and he learnt to use 2 at the same time. Just seeing a load of green and blue colors fill the screen whilst Pon Krell spins the lightsabers with ease for some reason is so satisfying to watch. I know I have said this a lot about other characters, but it really suits Pon Krell to be using double the amount of blades. The insane power this guy holds with his lightsabers is what gives them the number 6 spot. Number 5. Ezra's First lightsaber. Ezra Bridges' first lightsaber was like every other lightsaber, but with a twist. As you can see, this lightsaber, when deactivated, can be used as a long-ranged weapon that can shoot stun blasts at an enemy. This allowed for surprise attacks and quick escapes for Ezra if he shot his enemy with it. But what I also like about this lightsaber is its distinctive hilt that consisted of two parts. The main part was the handle for the lightsaber, whilst the other part existed as a grip for more steady shooting. So, why is this lightsaber better than Pon Krell's two lightsabers? Well, Ezra Bridges' lightsaber was an unrepeatable masterpiece, which I think we all missed by the time he made his green one. I also like the idea of a 2-in-1 lightsaber, and Ezra's did not disappoint. I think I would have even placed it higher if you could shoot it without having to turn off the lightsaber. But anyways, this is why this lightsaber got the number 5 spot. Number 4. Mace Windu's lightsaber. If you have watched my top 10 best lightsaber duelists video, you know I absolutely love Mace Windu, and one of the many reasons for this is his purple lightsaber. Aside from the color purple looking so badass, it also represents Mace Windu's lightsaber style. If you don't already know, Mace Windu uses a lightsaber style called Vapad, which is a variation of Form 7. It is very rare for a Jedi to use the lightsaber Form 7, as it needs the user to use their anger and hatred to amplify their strength, speed, and combat. This is why Mace Windu came up with Vapad. Vapad allows Windu to use his anger and hatred without being fully consumed by the dark side. As you probably already know, purple is a mix of the colors blue and red, which resemble the light and dark side of the Force. This means that the user of a purple lightsaber has to be a user of both sides of the Force, and Windu is the perfect example of balance in the Force. The unique purple lightsaber really tells a story, and this is why I gave Mace Windu lightsaber the number 4 spot. Number 3. Kylo Ren's lightsaber. Although we can all agree that the sequels were bad, it at least brought along Kylo Ren, the grandson of Darth Vader. Kylo Ren had a very unique lightsaber with an ancient crossguard design. This design was used to prevent Kylo Ren's lightsaber from exploding in his hands, as the kyber crystal used was crushed to pieces. This also meant that the lightsaber itself looked like it was on fire and had a fuzzy, violent look to it. Another cool thing about Kylo Ren's lightsaber is that the crossguards allowed him to do damage to his opponent once in a lightsaber lock, like seen here when he uses it against Finn. I highly believe that this lightsaber deserves to be on the podium, as the design of the lightsaber is like no other and it really builds depth to Kylo Ren's personality, just like Mace Windu. And overall, it is honestly just an extremely cool lightsaber. Number 2. Maul's lightsaber. Darth Maul is a huge name in the Star Wars community and is many people's favorite character. A big reason for this is his really cool dual-bladed lightsaber, which was the first dual-bladed lightsaber to be shown in live action. Now, I know some of you guys who might not be into Star Wars as much might be asking why this blade is any better than the Inquisitors. Well, it is mainly due to how Darth Maul goes about using his lightsaber. Maul uses it to the best of its abilities, and every movement he makes correlates to the style and lightsaber he is using. Furthermore, I think it being the first double-bladed lightsaber to appear on screen really shocked the audience, as it showed that there is possibility for unique lightsabers and there has been change over the years. Anyways, in my opinion, Darth Maul's lightsaber takes the number 2 spot on my list. And now, the number 1 spot, the one you have all been waiting for, Count Dooku. Okay guys, I know what you are thinking. Count Dooku's lightsaber isn't special at all, and the only thing different about it is its curved hilt. However, this is not the reason why Dooku's lightsaber is so cool. The real reason is how Dooku elegantly uses his lightsaber in combat. By doing this, it looks as if Dooku is fighting everyone with ease and the lightsaber flows on screen with each stroke. It really gives me chills every time Dooku fights. Furthermore, most dark side users do not use an elegant and patient form, as the dark side of the Force is usually known as a shortcut, which makes Count Dooku and his lightsaber unique. Although by eye, he does not have the coolest design for a lightsaber, whenever you think of or see a curved hilt, it reminds us Star Wars fans of Count Dooku's lightsaber. This is why I gave Count Dooku's lightsaber the number 1 spot, as Count Dooku pulls off the curved hilt the best. Anyways guys, unfortunately that is the end of the video. Thank you to anyone still watching, and if you disagree with any of these placements, please let me know in the comments, I'll be happy to read them.